the races here on March the 28th, 2026. Showtime Bobby Chaffee right here. I am the announcer here at Texana Raceway Park, celebrating 40 years of racing action. Joined here tonight by the defending factory stock champion from 2025, Miss Caitlin Leonard. Caitlin, thanks for joining us on the pre-race show this evening. So we'll just start out. We'll talk about the elephant in the room. Last week, missed the season opener. What happened? I know the car looks good. Got the brand new wrap. Got everything set up and ready to go. Tell us about your last couple of weeks getting that car ready.
We just have been behind and haven't finished the motor. We're in the middle of moving, so we're trying to focus on that. But we got the motor from last year. Hopefully we fixed it from last year and got the wrap on yesterday. So hopefully we have a good night of racing.
Yesterday. Talk about waiting to the last minute.
Yes.
Talk about the sponsors on that wrap. I know you ended up having a few extra ones this year.
Ace Transmission, Tony's Mobile Home Service. He's helped us a lot this week. Cody Tesh, my dad. You caught me in the Quarter Lube and Tire, Coney Welding, Swinson, Club 20, Monty Chamberlain, and Longhorn Liquor. I think that's it.
Well, you notice she was smart. She brought the shirt, brand new shirts. You go and show everybody the brand new shirts you got. They're for sale at your trailer. Caitlin Lillard, 9C shirts that she's got, multiple sizes available. So T-shirts help because they're able to put your sponsors on them, and that's a good thing. If you haven't noticed by now, the Easter Bunny rabbit, I will not be the Easter Bunny tonight, but we will have a Easter Bunny Peter Cottontail appearance this evening here at Texana Raceway Park. Going to stroll in here for our Jackson County's largest Easter egg hunt here. So this is one of our better attended nights, as all the kids like to come and they sit and they enjoy the candy and enjoy the racing. In terms of the racing, lots of racing action happening tonight. We've got the four main Texana Raceway Park classes. We've got the factory stocks, the limited mons, the E-mons, and the hobby stocks. So for those that don't know, most people watching this will know what a factory stock is. Explain in... You don't have to give the nuts and bolts like Cody does. Talk about the basics of a factory stock for people that don't know what the factory stock is.
It's just a Monte Carlo with a 350, and we run asphalt pull-ups now, 10-inch slicks, and now we can groove them, which you can do either without. Which Cody Tesh said he's going to run slicks this year and prove us wrong that they're better than the groove tires. So hoping next race he's out here with us and we can see and compare each one.
I noticed on your Facebook you were doing some grooving of the tires. Explain that. How do you end up grooving the tires? Is it just as simple as taking a grinding wheel and making it look like a tic-tac-toe board? Is it more complicated than that, or is it easy as that?
So you have to grind the tire first, and then you have to make the lines with the little paint marker, make the lines, and then Tony at his shop, he has like an $800 groover that as soon as you hit it, it heats it up, and you just have to sit there and groove each line around the whole tire. And then to go sideways, you have to make another line sideways around the whole tire and then groove them that way. So it takes a lot of time, but as long as you have that good groover, it's really easy.
Yeah, basically, so what she means by groover is that they take the slicks. So if you notice anything about dirt tires versus the asphalt tires, obviously they run treaded tires for dirt tires. And with the slicks, asphalt tires do not run tread. They're flat. They are just regular rubber meets the road tires, as we used to joke about in the asphalt days. So basically what they do is they start grooving in just like a normal street tire where you have the different lines and different things inside the tire. They groove and custom make their own tread. So that's fun to see. It's fun to see. It's fun to watch, especially when people don't know what they're doing and try to do it. It looks like they're trying to go after and try to pick up a rabbit on cocaine when they try to pick them up. So with some of the different groovers and grinders and stuff out there. As we mentioned, it's Chasin Whiskers Catfish Tournament tonight. For those coming out to the racetrack, there is still time. Start time about 7:30. We just finished up with the penny heavy hauling go-kart features, and so they will be wrapped up for their portion of the evening. But a lot of the kiddos are staying around for the Easter egg part. And but Chasin Whiskers Catfish Tournament have the tournament here just down the road, down at Lake Texana. They will be out there displaying their tournament stuff. I actually got some raffles. I don't know if you got to see them. So they're not giving away. They're raffling away. I think it's $2 a ticket. I think. I didn't write it down. I'm just going by what Rodney Caney said. Basically, they have 4 baskets. They have 2 for girls, females. They got one for underage and one for the adult ladies because it's got some adult beverages in it. And then they did the same thing for the male side. They got one for the little kiddos, and then they got one with some nice bottle of liquor. I don't think I'm eligible to win because I get to talk about it. So the liquor was very high dollar for what I got to see in the Easter basket. Obviously, tonight, Caitlin, is about the kiddos, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you come from a racing background, so it was a no-brainer when your dad started racing. You and your brother that don't know her brother Cody Leonard, standout superstar, the Papalotti Playboy.
I heard that last time.
As what we were talking about, the new nickname, because we were going to call him the Scent and Sizzler, but then your dad and your brother, when I talked to him before the Stims race, last race, said that y'all live in actually Papalotti, which is a little bitty town. It was have one or two stoplights, or is it just stop signs?
There's nothing. So you just go right through Papalotti, and if you don't look at it, you miss the sign.
Oh, well, that is a time. So he is probably the most famous resident of Papalotti. That works. So when you were following your dad, and then you followed in your brother's footsteps as well, racing with the racing family, it was a no-brainer for you to be at the racetrack, right? Nowadays, it's so hard to find a way to get the kids involved with racing. There's so much stuff for them to do. There's cell phones, there's tablets, there's gaming systems, there's TikTok, all kind of stuff. You're one of the more open drivers in terms of trying to get the kiddos involved. What are some of the things that you do and look for to try to get the kids involved? Because we all know when the kids are coming and they have a good time, want to come back, chances are mom wants to come back.
Yes.
And then if mom's happy, she makes dad come back.
Yes.
Then if everybody comes back, they get hooked on this thing. And then it works great for everybody. So what have you done here lately or do in your racing program for the kiddos?
I know back at Corpus when I was a kid, and I think at 37, they would just do like the bike races, or they would do the foot races. Like every night was a different night for kids for something intermission, or they can win something or anything like that, just so the kids would want to come be like, hey, we could do something at the track during intermission instead of just sitting and watching the cars. Or maybe have the kids get to come and look at all the race cars, sit in the race cars. I know we did that one time, and they could take pictures and do all that and start the race car if you let them.
Yeah, I know that the race cars tend to sell themselves, whether you're a kiddo or an adult. A lot of times, watching it, we love the participation we have with our friends on Race On. They will be broadcasting the race tonight. But in terms of, the race cars sell themselves. I mean, once you see them, hear them, smell them, all that good stuff, it's no different than the big boys on the NASCAR scene. It's one thing to sit in the Barker Lounger and watch them, just like you do at home. But when you go to the races, whether it be a local short track here at Texana Raceway Park here down in Texas, or you go to the Cup races at Texas Motor Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, any of them, Daytona, there's just a sense that you don't get at home.
Yes.
It's just one of those things where I feel like the adrenaline rush is a little higher in person because you just get to experience it more and experience it a little bit it's just an overall better experience in person than it is watching it on the TV or the computer. So what's the goal tonight? Obviously, the goal is always to realistically. Everybody says they want to win. Yes. You're not a competitor if you just say you don't want to win.
Yes.
But at the end of the night, when I was racing, my goal was to make sure that I put it on the trailer with at least 3 of the 4 tires still attached to it. So I'm assuming that's the big goal, because if Cody wants his car ready for the next race, then he can't be spending all week working on your car.
Yep. So my biggest thing would be the motor. Says we don't know if the motor's gonna hold up or not. It's the last race at the points race. After that, the motor locked up with water. We couldn't find the problem, so we switched the heads on each side just to see if maybe it was the head, like just a little gasket leak. So we're hoping the motor runs good. It sounds good, and so I'm hoping to win. If not, a top 3 finish for the first night out.
That's a good thing. Those are good goals. Speaking of the remaining schedule, we got just a few minutes left on our pre-race show here. Quick version tonight, just because we've got a lot of action coming up with the main Texana classes. So next race here will be the A+ Metal Recycling Night at the race. It's going to be on April 11th, so a couple of weeks out. We're actually off on Easter weekend. Some of the other racetracks are going to be racing. I believe our friends down at the South Texas Race Ranch are racing next weekend with their Easter egg hunt as well. And so the next couple of races, you've got April 11th, April 25th, and then May 9th are the next 3 races here at Texana Raceway Park. So once again, I want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsors that make things happen here at Texana Raceway Park. You've got Caney's Welding. They're proud title sponsors of the Emons. American Heroes Treasures, they're proud sponsors of the Hobby Stock Division. Rock Motors, proud sponsors of the Factory Stock Division that you can see Caitlin's 9C in later on tonight. Atzenhofer Chevrolet, they're in Victoria. They're the limited modified title sponsor. As we said, Penny Heavy Hauling. proud sponsors of all the go-kart activities here at Texana. And then we also want to do a shout out to Lance and Martha Toller, Last Call Racing. They're the sponsors of the big season-ending race, the Texana Clash. And then also, you mentioned Victory Lane. New Victory Lane sponsor this year. It's the Tejas Flying Services Victory Lane. That's where you want to end up later tonight.
Yes.
We've got the big Tejas banner up here in the tower. We'll be taking down trackside. Also want to thank TECC Industrial Coatings, obviously Chasin Whiskers Fishing Tournament. You can go down to their tent and contact the whole gang down. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yes,
down there. Victoria Equipment Auction, Tanza Granite. You've got Lee's Backhoe Service, Longhorn Liquor, sponsor of yours as well. There, and I think they're in Hallettsville, right?
Yes.
The booming metropolis of Hallettsville. A1 Used Cars there in Victoria. Our friends at Race On. Magnum Services, big sponsor. Putnam Ranch Services and Wyseska Pierce Construction there out of Victoria. So we thank you guys. As we said, quick show. Got a lot of stuff going on. Caitlin's got to actually make her way back toward the drivers' meeting and then work on packing the track and getting things going. Quick update here. Basically, we'll be doing coming up here. If you're at the track watching on your phone, we'll be having the drivers' meeting. Then we'll be doing pack the track. Then we'll be doing hot laps and moving into opening ceremonies approximately 7:30. That's the same schedule. You still got time to get down here. If you hadn't made it down here yet, as we jokingly say, we're about 2 hours from everywhere. 2 hours from Corpus, 2 hours from San Antonio, 2 hours from Austin. And depending on what side of Houston you're on, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. So, but on behalf of my friend Caitlin Leonard, factory stock driver extraordinaire, defending track champion here at Texana Raceway Park, I am Showtime Bobby Chappie. Thanks for joining the stream, and we'll see you at the races here coming up real soon.